What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here.
Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion. Woo! Man, Wednesday, seemed like Wednesday took forever to get here. Hope everybody having a great day out there today. God is good, God is favor, man. You got Uncle here already. What up, Unc? Let me see. How everybody doing today? Uncle here? I see you over there, but I don't know if you in here. Oh man. Well, let some people come on in here. Come on, come on, come on. Man, I heard the beginning of the month. You have to be a responsible adult and pay bills. What everybody got going on this Wednesday evening, hump day? What up, Coco? Yeah, man, we got a topic tonight. Betrayed. Betrayal. Betrayed it. Betrayal. Hold on, y'all. Put my seatbelt on. We moving around. 'Cause I don't want y'all to study here the ding, 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 ding while I'm driving. V White, what's going on? Uh, Tonight live, I just really wanted to make it like an open panel, an open discussion. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat. If y'all can hear me, nice and clear. I want to make sure y'all can hear. What's up, Creepy T? Long time no see. Yeah, so tonight live, I wanted to make it about betrayal, and because that's one of the things I look at when I look at this R. Kelly case. When I look at the life of uh R. Kelly, um, when I listen to some of the stories that took place, it leads me right to the betrayal. Man, it's crazy, like how so many people just took advantage of this one man. Like I never seen it before. But the same thing happens in our community every day. Some of us been betrayed by our closest relatives, siblings. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. How life. It's crazy in life, man. You can do right by people and still get mistreated. You can do right by people and still get mistreated, right? You can forgive people and they still mistreat you. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. But we can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about the people, but we can do something about how we operate around the people, how we maneuver around the people. Uh, sometimes, man, I just sit back and I think about a lot of stuff over these last uh 4 years on YouTube. Following the R. Kelly case. Over these last 4 years on YouTube, following the R. Kelly case, man, I've seen how quick people change. I see how quick people become enemies. I've seen how quick people stop showing love. Man, I done seen it. I done seen it. I done seen a lot of shit. No, just excuse my language. I done seen a lot of shit, man. This R. Kelly case have taught me a lot about people. It taught me a lot about the measures that people will go to get somewhere, you know, without putting in the work. Like, it's crazy. Y'all see, I'm sitting here. What's up, Professor? What's up, DY? What's up, DY? DV Wild Wild. Yeah, I'm sitting here, man. Today is rent day, right? Unfortunately, I don't live on my green stream like some people do. You know what I'm saying? So I just got off work. I just got off work. Got off work. Got to stop. Got to pay rent. Then go home. Take a shower. Turn the basketball game on, and I'll be watching the replay in the morning because I'll be asleep before it go off. Yeah. What's going on? Books to mention. Yeah, this R. Kelly sector have taught me so much when it comes to uh when it comes to people, man, and the measures that they'll go, like people will come around you, people will come and people will come and act like they friends with you just to get up under you, just to get you caught up in shit, just to go back and tell somebody you said some shit you didn't say. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I've seen it, man. I've seen so many people that used to go to bat for each other, be at each other's neck. You know what I'm saying? People who didn't like this person at one point, now they best friends. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that none of this. I mean, I'm not surprised that none of it. You know. So a lot of times we as people, when you got a good heart, you know what I'm saying, when your spirit is good, your heart is good, your faith is good, you have to be mindful of the people that you let into your space. Because all people that come around ain't coming around for the right reason. All people that come around don't have the same intentions. You know, some people coming around just to suck up your energy. And once your energy is gone, then guess what? They, all right, man, I'm up out of here. You wonder why you feeling all bad. You wonder why you feeling negative now. You wondering why you won't feel like you felt before that person entered into the room, because you don't allow that person to come and suck your energy and drain your energy, right? And what I mean when I say people come in and drain your energy, right? You can be having the most positive vibe ever. You could be on the most positive vibe, right? Then somebody come over to your crib, and the first thing they do when they sit down, they start talking about Susie, Sally, Kim, all that. You know, they start talking about people negative and shit like that. See, when that's energy draining right there. You know what I'm saying? So when people come to you, sometimes even holding the conversation, people can drain your energy just by holding a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what they talking about. When they come discussing other people's business, sometimes you just have to shut them up. Look, man, I don't know what's going on with them people, man, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, I ain't got nothing to speak on it. What up, Jeff?
Yo, what up, Big Vibe, Brother Muse, everybody in the chat, peace and blessings.
Man, ain't nothing much, man. Ain't too much going on. Just sitting here. I said, man, I'm gonna try to do something tonight. Just think about something to, you know, put into perspective when we talk about a lot of the things that we witness, and betrayed it, betrayed it. You know, was one of the things uh that came to me when I look at this thing and I look at what's been going on, man, and just asking myself like, damn, like, man, how do you sit back? I know how I survived it. I know how I dodged a lot of the negativity. I know how I survived a lot of the negativity because I don't feed into it. But at the same time, I was just explaining to people how people, you gotta be mindful of the people you let into your circle, because people are energy drainers, man. And you could be the most positive person on the world, and you could be the most positive person on the planet. But if you let that one negative entity inside your circle, then guess what? He'll drain you dry, and you ain't gonna even know it.
Absolutely.
You
He
know what I'm
called those,
saying?
he called those type of people they refer to as leeches, energy drainers, blood suckers.
Hmm.
You
Blood
know,
sucker. You tell them you having a bad day, you can't even complain about your day because they want to, shit, man, my day going bad too. But damn, let me finish telling you what's going on with me. Then I listen to you. But it's every time you say something, they gotta have something greater to make you feel like, you know what you going through ain't shit, or what you said ain't shit.
yeah,
My
it's
problem
crazy.
may seem small to you, Jill, but in my world, it might be a huge problem for me. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in
Right.
the same world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I think like you said, the title of tonight's conversation is betrayal. Man, it's some certain things that you could do to a person that is worse than anything physically that you could do to them. And betrayal, and depending on where the betrayal comes from or who it comes from, can hurt worse than a gunshot
Mm-hmm.
wound, you know, or something, or any type of physical pain that you can imagine. Just imagine people that get betrayed by their spouse. Um,
Mm-hmm.
People get betrayed by their children or their parents. Depending on who that individual is that does the betraying, or another family member or someone you may consider a best friend. You know,
Right.
and the effects of that, I mean, it has such a damaging effect on an individual where you become the person that has been betrayed has become scarred, and they may take on that same characteristic, thinking that that's how they have to be to survive. Um, hey, we say it's a doggy dog world. Man,
Mm-hmm.
everybody betrayed me, so maybe I need to carry on that to survive this environment. You know what I'm saying? It could be an
Right.
environmental thing.
I agree, man. I agree, man. And the
Definitely.
thing about it is, when you can recognize it, right, is having the ability to recognize what things are and who people are. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I really try to process things when it comes. I think about this R. Kelly case. I think about the R. Kelly story that I have learned, not what I heard before this case, in surviving all that, but what I've learned, all the information I've learned, man, and I looked at it, and it's so crazy, right? How this man life is taking all the negative things that people have done to him in his life. God is taking those negative things and turning them into something way greater than he would ever have imagined as a person, right? Like the betrayal that R. Kelly felt. Like, I mean, from every single person that ever came in contact with it. I ain't gonna say every single person, but a great deal of people that came in contact with this brother stabbed him in the back.
Absolutely. I
Agree,
mean,
agree.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. Music.
No, I'm just speaking. That's all.
Oh, okay. What's going on, bro? Peace and blessings to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm like the. I think the number one dagger in the heart was his ex-wife. Turning his children, trying to turn his children against him, going in the media slandering his name. Becoming a part of a witch hunt. After
Right,
after changing and exposing her to the lifestyle that she has been accustomed to, for her to go and do and jeopardize her children's generational wealth for next to nothing. After she has been remarried, I think maybe a couple of times after they split up, to go on a network and slander the father of your children. And he never said anything negative in retaliation. That speaks to that man's character. I mean, even with the other accusers, he hasn't said a word bad about anybody that has came up against him. I don't think I would have had the strength to sit back and watch people lie and slander and defame and still maintain his integrity and still not go as low as they have and remain silent on people. But that ex-wife, that had to be very hard and difficult to sustain his integrity on that. Other people that he's looked out for. I mean, you look at uh, Lisa Van Allen. Did she, you know, this woman did all that, and he's, you know, trying to extort this man. She went out and came back with a child, and he still opened his doors up and let her back in. That's to his. I think he definitely shouldn't have did that. That's part of the problem. Like when someone shows you their colors, you have to believe them, and you gotta. Yeah, you can't change a leopard's stripes. They don't change. So when someone shows you that type of behavior, that they have the capacity to do something like that, you have to disassociate everything that you have with that person, because that can cost you your life. If they can steal, they can kill. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That
Yes,
that that right there just spoke volumes, though, due to his heart and his character, that he was able to see past all of that and have the level of forgiveness to even entertain the thought. You know, so
Right.
yeah, I'll yield back on that one, but that was deep.
yeah, I think he speaks a lot about that in that song, "Soldier's Heart."
Mm,
So, "Soldier's Heart." It's a lot in that particular song. Greetings, nephew, our activist JT, everybody in the chat that spoke. Like I told at work, so we had to go in and out. So I was out, so I'm back in. When you, brother Jeff, are an individual in this world and you are in survival mode, you're not in a healthy space yourself.
mm,
Um, your emotional state is off balance. Um, you don't even know what your place in life is. You know what I mean? There's no hope. You in pain. You probably in unforgiveness. You probably bitter. You probably resentful. You know what I mean? Things seem hopeless for you. Um, your soul needs to be quenched, and everything you go after doesn't satisfy you. You know what I mean? So you just in survival mode. You just trying to live from moment to moment, not even day to day, moment to moment, man.
facts.
Those are dangerous individuals to be around, especially, and these are individuals that can be good jobs, good family pedigree, but something devastating maybe happened that probably crushed it. You know what I mean? Or it infected you in such a way that ill intent and malice just grew out of your soul. If you don't have the ability to self-assess and you're in a mode of inability to self-assess, I had to pause there right quick. Then you can't see anything that I just said. You don't comprehend none of that.
Mm,
Remember the Top Gun movie when he talked to Tom when he came to the guy's house. He said Goose is dead, and you feel responsible. See, a lot of things that happen to us, we hold on to them. You gotta let that go. There's nothing you can do about that scenario. There's nothing you can do about that situation. You know. Also, you have to have the ability to take accountability, right or wrong, indifferent, whether it's someone else or ever yourself. That's what life is all about. Life is a journey of you might fall down, but you got to realize that I can get back up and get back in alignment. Let me see what those gaps are, make the necessary adjustments. When you're on the bark of trying to be the best human, then there's no way you're going to have in your heart hurt towards somebody else. You're not going to spend all your resources trying to go after someone else. But if you stay in hurt and unforgiveness and pain and resentment and anger, you can have a well career. You can get in law, you can become a judge, you can become a politician, whatever. You hear celebrities talk all the time when they're very candid and they're very transparent. They talk about some of the things that happened to them and where they at. It's some things are still holding them. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
you have to watch out for that when you're around certain things like that. And I'll get back on this. You can't save everybody, brother Jeff.
Absolutely
It's not
not.
it's not in our human ability to do that. So we need to stop trying to do what God's spirit can only do. We can't go inside a person's human heart and twist them and change them to make them do right by us. You don't have the human ability to do that. You have to learn how to do that and acquire that for your own life. You know what I mean? And people try to love people as they see it into loving them. That's not how that works. Love is a decision. It's a choice that a person makes to commit to another human being, to meeting that individual needs for the rest of their natural life without expectation. Chris Rock said it best. You're there to serve. So before you can get to that stage, you got to find out what it is that, why am I here on this planet? What was I born for? Where did I come from? What's my purpose? What's my
Mm.
gift? What's my, what am I supposed to be doing in this world? You know, when you focus there and find out, man, I year back, I know that was a lot, but I try to, do the best I can.
Nah, go
But
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh
what
no.
out of that, brother
I,
JT? What can you take out of that?
I totally agree. Especially to elaborate on when you said you can't force anybody or anything like that. I'm very big on energy and being in tune with the universal law as far as like attracts like. You're gonna attract like-minded people. Um, if you have to force anything, then it's not worth it.
Right.
Um, it's one of those sayings that's kind of cliche-ish, you know, go where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you get in any type of resistance, then maybe you shouldn't be there. You know, don't focus on the people that don't like you. Focus on the people that do, that love you, that show you gratitude and that way you surround yourself with people that have your best interests. You know what I'm saying? But then, I mean, I was having a conversation with a young lady um, that I know in the music scene, and we were just saying, just observing um, that industry. It's so much competitiveness until it's detrimental. You know, it's a spirit of competition. There's no camaraderie, no fellowshipping. Everybody's trying to outdo everybody instead of coming together and uplifting one another. And that corresponds just in life in general. Like if we look just on these social media platforms, everybody's just trying to one up the other. Nobody's they have their little cliques or they have their little crew. But I remember a time when, our people were more inclusive with one another. That's a westernized ideology. The where we come from, it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? We have to move as a collective to really, inspire change in a positive direction. When we isolate each other from, uh, with all this cliquish behavior, that creates this atmosphere where it's just like survival of the fittest. No, it
Why you
shouldn't be
think they
like that.
click up though? Why you think
Uh,
it? Why you think people run in packs like that?
Man,
It's a reason behind it.
I call it.
that's a go ahead, brother.
No, that's not. I make the statement. I call it camouflage, Jeff.
Mm,
Camouflage. You know how it be. You go up woofing, do it on the block. You doing all this stuff with his boys. When he got his crew. But catch that joke at the store by himself. Oh yeah, hey bro, it wasn't even. Man, bro, man, I wasn't even. Nah, man, it wasn't even like. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right.
That tells me a lot about your heart and your character. That tells me a lot about where you at. That's what you camouflage. You know what I mean?
Mm,
You know what I mean? You camouflage. You hide it. because a real man, a real woman stands on their own.
Well,
Exactly.
that big old chick out up in here, girl. Yeah, but even but like when I look at it, when I see the people that click up like that, when you out in the wild, the lion will hunt alone, but you ain't gonna ever see no hyena, single hyena hunting the lion or
No,
a
sir.
wild dog hunting a lion. But if
No,
they
sir.
get 10, if they get a pack, then they'll
Yeah.
try to come after that lion. Then you
Yeah,
know what
that
I'm
line,
saying?
line get low.
Uh-huh. See, but this just what we witness on the YouTube streets, man. People aligning together, then they come and attack one person, or they'll
Right.
come and attack another person, or they'll attack people in general. They're just like we get attacked for believing in what we believe in, you know. But when they come attack us, they not coming single handedly. They coming in groups, you know.
But remember
So
what I said earlier. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if you remember. I think he was on the panel when I asked, said this. The three type of categories that people fall in. Number one, which is rare in life, rare. They call confidant. Very rare people you find like that, man. Got good character like that. You know what I
right,
mean? Them the people. They're not just going to be just tell you what you want to hear. And they'll challenge you, even when you wrong, and even with love and respect. They'll call you out on it, and
Mm,
they'll also stand by your side and help you navigate through that. Only if you're able to see that, hey, this not working. This is detrimental for my health, my family. This is danger for our friendship and all of that. If you have the maturity and respect for that person, man, you find a couple people like that in your life, man. Ooh, but if you out, there's a, hey, I'm gonna fall back, and you might not even like what I'm telling you. You might feel some type of way. You might be in your feelings. But what I'm telling you is on life. Whenever you want to come to yourself, you snap out of it. I'm gonna be right here to support you, but I'm not gonna support your dysfunction. I'm not gonna support you going down a path that is detrimental for your life, your health, your prosperity, your destiny, all of that. It's rare you find people, man, that's solid like that. Then
mm,
you other category of people who are your constituents. These are the individuals that is looking for the better lick. Like, man, all of that I done been through with you, and we didn't struggle together. I done supported you. I bagged you. I spoke up for you. I mean, I was down for you, and you turn around, you just trust me like you just betray me like that
mm.
because in their heart, it was always not about you. I'ma ride this and coast through until another lick that's better than this.
Mm,
They all talk about how women have hypergamy nature, but hypergamy nature is just a human thing anyway. Anybody don't have the right motives, man. They always in it for the better lick, or they'll put on a performance because they in survival mode.
right.
They might not have their bases together. They may not have what they might be jumping from pillar to post, whatever you want to call it. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Sound good, man. Probably bring you to your knees and tears and all that. They good performance because they in survival mode. It's not about you. They don't care about what you. It's always about what's the better deal. And I'm watching out there. When I see a better deal, I don't care what you done did. I'm up. I'm ghost. Then finally, you have your third person who's called your Conrad. Now here's an individual that's real slick, man. They can be. It's like me and you. Just use me and nephew. Let's say me and nephew enemy. All right. But you, JT, is our greater enemy. So we have a common, you know what I mean, interest here. Now don't get it twisted. We still enemies, but
Right.
we hate you even more than we hate one another.
Right.
We are joining forces just to take you out. And after that mission is accomplished, we like don't get it twisted. We go back to our beacon, and we still enemies, and we move on. Those are Conrads. Those
Mm,
are characters of people and how they move. But
absolutely.
that first one is that confidant. It's rare you find people who solid like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big Vibe, for instance, for his age bracket. I don't even look at his age bracket like that. He's a solid person, man. He's a solid man to continue to step in the role uh, and do the best he can to navigate without the other parent, but other kid, and the whole dynamic to navigate through that and lead and the job dynamics, the family dynamics, the mother, all the stuff, his platform, his own personal, wealth he's trying to accomplish as far as better character and do it the right ways and walk in integrity and walk the righteous path. That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
And people like that can take hits, man, and still check it when they need to check it, take care of their responsibility, keep thorough, stay 10 toes deep, steady walking integrity and righteousness and goodness. It's rare you see people like that, man. It's rare. Everybody else a lot of us selling out because we don't have the courage. We want a microwave way to get from A to B to A to C. And ain't no quick way to do that, man. You gotta honor that process, man. Because it develops you develop your tenacity, your answers and your deliverance, and the thing that you're trying to get for is in the details of that process. So that when you get on the other side of that, man, now you got some weight up under you. You got a righteous support behind you, pushing you, navigating you through this thing. You got a clarity of mind. You develop a muscle of wisdom now. But this millennial age in this world and this day, you see on something, people don't want none of that. All them values gone out the window. So you see some people who ain't got good character like that, and good standards and good morals, and doing their best to walk the righteous path. You got to fall back because you can't save everybody. Like Jason lives, you can't save nobody who don't want to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
You will get lost in the process trying to do that, and it'll hurt your feelings because you didn't vet that person. You got to vet people first, man, to see what their character out. I can't expect somebody to give me something that they don't have. If a person is still dealing with unforgiveness, they don't know how to trust, they don't know how to be loyal because they was damaged as a child, or they got a period in their life with an incident they experienced and it crushed them. I can't expect out of them to give me devotion and love and loyalty, JT. That's a setup for failure. That's on me. But that's what we do because we broke it. And I yield back on this last note. We trauma bond.
Yeah.
We trauma bond. We don't step back out of life and make sure we got our character together, make sure we got our issues sorted out and take care of. You know what I mean? Being right, standing with the creation. We don't do that. We want to get with another human and think that other human is going to fill the void of brokenness that we got. You bogus for doing that. How dare you put that weight and that response on somebody else's shoulder like that? And then when they don't come through the way you think they should, give you what you looking for out of this. Now you devastated. Now they you feeling some type of way. Now they sum of everything and anything. I yield back.
Oh yeah, that was deep. That was like, especially I remember you breaking that down before, Brother Muse. Yeah, the confidant, the constituent, and the comrade, and that's good because you have to compartmentalize people like that in your life.
Exactly.
You have to put people in their proper perspective in your life because everybody's not gonna be. Because like some people you're gonna keep near and dear, other ones you just gonna have to love from afar. And
it's just what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And like the confidant, the qualities of a confidant is like exceptional, because we was having this conversation the other day. I would not want to be around a bunch of yes men because that is the most dangerous group of people that you can have around you. Because they not gonna tell you, oh man, you self destructing yourself.
Right. Yeah.
You backing up. You're not looking behind you, but you walking backwards. It's a cliff. They gonna cheer you on and have you continue to walk backwards and eventually trip and fall off the cliff and fall to your fate. But see, a real friend or somebody that cares, that has your best bottom line, is going to tell you, is going to grab you and try their best to stop you from walking in the wrong direction. Even if that sacrifice your relationship. You
Yeah.
might sacrifice them being angry and mad with you. They're going to tell you the truth because they don't want to see you fall flat on your face, even if it hurts. They're
Right.
going to tell you the truth. I love, and I tell people all the time, man, if you see me tripping, man, let me know. If you see me fall this way, because we all human and we all fall short, you know what I'm saying, at times. So, I definitely I'm definitely 100% remember that. And that is a great way to break down people personality. Because like even with the Conrad, we see that a lot. We see a lot of people, join forces to go at a bigger target, and then
Yeah.
they right back fighting. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
the characteristic that we see with the other two is opportunist. You
Right.
know, I have met so many different opportunists in my life. It's like once they your best friend, they everything, but once they get what they figure they got out you, they'll throw you to the wolves. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like
my
they
elder used
never
to call
met
my. I'm sorry to interject. My elder used to call the JT nickel slick.
you. Absolutely.
If you riding them about that term, nickel slick.
Nickel slick.
Boy, you gotta be able to watch out with them, and you ain't gotta hate on nothing like that. Your heart should go out for them because they're in darkness.
Hmm.
They blinded. They under deception,
Yeah.
and it's a tragedy. But until they have that spiritual revelation awakening, brother Jeff, ain't nothing nobody can do for you. It's
Mm-mm.
got to be, it's got to be you exercising your power of choice as a human and your free will that the Creator gave you.
Mm.
Nobody, nobody can do it but you. Like I was saying yesterday, I don't care what your life has been, what happened to you, how wrong, how ugly, how nasty, how disrespectful, how devastating it was. I sympathize and empathize with that. However, if you still got breath in your lungs, what are you going to do about it moving forward? If you still believe you want to live some more years on this planet, then you owe it to yourself to do whatever you need to do. Counseling, therapy, life coach, talk group, but you owe it to yourself to say, hey, that happened to me. I played a part in that. I can't do nothing about the other part in that. Or that was devastating. That was caught me, that blindsided me. Okay, what do I make the adjustment? What do I need to do right now? It's real simple today. I can't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow's not even promised to me. So what can I do today? That only comes with a heightened sense of awareness.
Mm.
It only happens in life, no matter what the subject is from A to Z. It only happens when you first realize that have a heightened sense of awareness. If you're not aware and you don't have the ability to hear and listen and be willing to learn and be willing to take whatever necessary adjustment so that every moment that you have breath in your body, you're on the journey becoming the best human that you can possibly be because the creator put that potential inside of everybody's DNA.
Absolutely.
So if someone can adjust your thermostat that you paying the cost for in life, no matter when you hear their name, they come in the room or you wow them, nothing like that, then you still got unresolved issues. You have to you have to deal with that forgiveness, and it takes real faith. It takes real faith in God and the Creator's principle and righteous teaching and maturity to
Mm.
forgive. And it's a process. And this you might not even feel like you're going to forgive, but real forgiveness is not a feeling; it's a decision that you make that I'm going to take control back in my life. I'm not going to let you adjust the thermostat and make me in my feelings every time I think about a situation. No, 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 no. I'm finna loose myself and get free. And like Yellow Beezy song, Yellow Beezy, the young Yellow Beezy said, it's on me, baby. No
Yeah.
matter what what they own, how they scheming, how they strategize. I can't worry about none of that. I can't lose no sleep in life on that. What about what am I going to do? What am I going to do moving forward? Some people, man, I'm gonna tell you, there's some people, Brother Jeff, and I'll get back on this, that's walking around and people that died in the graveyard still got a hold of them. And them
Mm,
people gone, them people are gone and dead.
mm, mm, mm,
And you got people that still walking around holding that.
mm. Gotta
And
let it
I'm
go.
say this one more thing. The richest, wealthy place on this planet Earth is the graveyard.
Mm.
It ain't Fort Knox, it ain't all the gold and we can go down on this and everything is worth for where it is and name and all of that and all the countries and all that, the wealth and all of that. The richest place of wealth and potential is in the cemetery, my brother, where people died with those books they should have wrote, them businesses they should have put out. They could have been your highest form of success is when you get over all your pain, your hurt, and your resentment, and you overcome. That's the highest level of success. Because once you achieve that, you can navigate through anything. Now you can really utilize your gifting to be a blessing to humanity. That wherever you step your foot is blessed. Wherever your voice is heard, people's lives are changed and transformed. And I yield back. We're going to greet Brother J Rock, J Rizzo.
Jay Rizzle. I see
What's
JoJo in the chat.
still prayers up for your family and everything. How you doing, my brother?
Appreciate that, everybody. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Big Bob? Muse, shout out to you, and Bro Jeff. What's going on?
Oh, what's up? What up, Jay Rizzle? Hey, once again, my condolences and prayers and blessings to the fam.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much, and also to hey, kind of back with y'all again. My birthday weekend is actually kicking off. Well, technically, my birthday's tomorrow, so it is what it is.
All right, all right, all right.
Of
That's what I'm talking about.
very fortunate to see another year of life, and not everybody can say that. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
it's always a good thing. And
So it's truly a blessing. It's truly a blessing, man. To be able to J Rock, to be able to get up and you still got feelings in your hand. You can still go in the bathroom and clean yourself up and come out, go in your room and put your clothes on. Nobody help you. You know what I mean? That's an
Yeah.
awesome blessing, but we take those little things for granted. But there are a lot of individuals, they don't even have that.
oh, that's true.
I yield back.
No, that's absolutely true. And also too the fact that I'm back with y'all again and everything. Also too, there's so much that has been going on with our with our good brother R. Kelly once again. The appeals coming out, people trying to jump ship. I saw Kim Fox trying to do an exit interview talking about how she will not no longer run for a
I
couple
didn't even
of
want to watch it.
years.
I didn't even want to listen to it. I just
Well,
didn't
I
want to
did.
listen.
Well, I saw clips. I didn't really listen to the whole thing, but I already knew. But see, I already know what it is
Yeah.
because everybody trying to jump ship because they know what's coming.
Trying to get low.
Yeah,
Trying to get low.
trying to tiptoe out the screen though.
Oh, you can run, but you can't hide because
Mhm.
we're going to find you.
Trying to tiptoe out the back though.
Right, right. Yeah, and you know how she's trying to tip out. She trying to tip out like that big lady in church that had that right finger up when she's trying to leave out the
Yeah,
sanctuary.
yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, this kind of funny. Y'all forgive me, man. Forgive me. Hey, nephew. Hey, a while ago, somebody said that you know what that represent when somebody do that. You got to get by your living sermon, powerful sermon. People praising it and think this is for you. You coming, but you know what he told me that one devil gone.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Because you
true.
do the devil
It's
comes.
a whole now. It's gonna be a whole lot more going because I've heard about that, and also let me ask y'all this. I don't know if y'all knew about this or not. Now I know Gayle King's supposed to be having this show with Charles Barkley. Now, is she still gonna be at CBS or is she leaving CBS too for CNN?
I haven't heard anything on that. I haven't heard
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything either.
Heard nothing called
I've heard she's supposed to have a show with Charles Barkley on CNN. Ironically, around the same time Don Lemon just got fired.
right. I don't know what that's about.
So
Right.
yep. Now I did hear what the name of the show is going to be. The name of the show is supposed to be called King Charles.
Mm.
So that's what it's supposed to be called coming up. But
So they gave Charles,
yeah,
they gave Charles Barkley a butter biscuit.
Man, look, at this point, Charles Barkley may have the whole damn bakery, dog.
uh, nah.
He may have the whole bakery at this point. But you know, it's funny how some things come up, and with this whole situation, I gotta tell you, I was at home. Well, before I went home, I was on my I was going through my phone, going through social media, and whatnot. And I saw my nephew. I got a nephew that kind of is in law enforcement back home. At first, he was kind of with the sheriff's deputy, but then he was doing but he was kind of like doing like security for like the elementary schools, middle schools, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Now he got another job. So then I saw on the social media, he said, "Well, I got to start back on my grind again, beginning of a new week, start my grind." And he said hashtag BOP. And I was like, what? No, look. And then I asked my sister, and I'm like, he worked for the Louisiana BOP. So I said, oh, I got some questions to ask him when I come home.
Wow. J-Rock, wow. That's interesting.
So when I went home, and I told him, I said, hey, I gotta ask you, can I ask you a couple of questions? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, what's up, Uncle? What you want to ask me? I said, look, what if someone at your job access a prisoner's file excessive amount of times and leak information that's considered classified to an outside source? How much trouble would that person be in? He said, well, depending on the severity and how much they've leaked out, said it could very well be they could lose their job among other type of discipline that could be taken in effect. So I said, okay, hold that thought. So I had Sir Miguel on the phone.
Okay.
So I put Sir Miguel on speaker. So he was on the phone. So I had him on speaker. So he was talking to my nephew. And but before we talked to him, I broke down. I said, R. Kelly's case had somebody, a BOP officer, leaked out information from his. We talking about information from phone records to attorney-client privileged information to his to a blogger. And the funny part about he didn't know nothing about that. That wasn't even mentioned. He said, wait a minute, I don't know nothing about this. He said, I've never heard nothing about this. I told him about it. Then I had Sir Miguel on. Sir Miguel told him everything I said, but he also said that, she also leaked that information to a blogger and she put it on her Patreon, which she was also getting money off of it. So then he said, well, and then he said, look, I wouldn't want to be that BOP. I would not want to be that BOP because the time that she leaked that information out, and I said also you got to keep in mind she also sent that information to her own personal email too.
Right.
And I was like, I'll say, ma'am, I say, each time she did it, that's another charge.
Mm.
Did you mention kind of the amount of times you did it?
Yeah, I told him it was over 150 times. I think around 153, and I said it was within a time frame of about 6 months, because if you're going from June to December, take away weekends, take away holidays. That means she accessed that every day.
Yeah, that's every day.
What did nephew say after that?
Oh, he was like, what? And I said, and here's the thing about it: she wasn't even in the state where he was housed. She was in another state.
No. Wow. What did he say after that?
He was just completely he was completely stunned.
Yeah,
he said, and he also told me, he said, look, I know somebody else I work with that kind of work with some of them people. He said, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna talk with her too. So I sent him, I sent him a text message. Well, I sent him the link to the interview that R. Kelly did with Storm, explaining the BOP situation. How that, and because I played another video that had like a little snippet up. He was just like, wow. And see what's throwing me off about it is, if you got something like this that happened, and I even told him, I said, wouldn't that spark a training exercise or something? You don't even have to say it was R. Kelly's situation per se, but you can say that, look, we've had an incident that happened within the federal BOP, and we got to do some kind of training to make sure that this does not happen, that we cannot have this type of thing happening. You would think it would at least spawn a training. It didn't even spawn any type of training at all.
What was his response after that?
Well, that's what I told him. He was like, well, nobody. Well, he said, I didn't know anything about this. I was like, so you didn't know about the? I was like, no, I didn't. He said, I didn't know about the BOP leaking his information and leaking it out to somebody with a public platform. That one, man, shoot, that individual would be in so much trouble because that's classified information.
And then what was the 61 times? What other BOPs or there?
It's about another 60 individual BOPs also.
Yeah, and 61 was the number.
Now the question, he said that might not be an issue unless they're not supposed to have access to that information. Now, if they're not supposed to have access to it and they got it, then that's another problem.
Yeah, the person not even in that particular jurisdiction. So what would you be in a whole nother city and another whole state, another whole jurisdiction? What would you be your reason for even accessing that in a whole nother? What answer could you give me for that?
And see, that's what would be the reason behind you trying to access it as much as you have. Right.
You need to go into that system still. I get that. But right there, that should have been a red flag. That should have been they should have had something in that computer that said lock out, you know what I mean? No denied, whatever. Because right away, this should have been, why are you even able to have that? But I don't know how that works. If you're in a whole different jurisdiction and you want to look up something in the whole, do you have that access because it's federal? If it is, they need to modify that and change. They need to change that. Y'all hear?
Yeah, but needless to say, my nephew was absolutely stunned when I told him that.
Mm.
He was stunned. He was shocked. He was like, nobody has said anything about this. He said he knows somebody.
Jojo, go hit that link, man. What's up, Classy? Classy snuck on in here.
Hey, bye. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Classy. But
hey, God.
Like I said, my nephew said he knows somebody that kind of work kind of like within that department. So he said he's going to try to talk to this person he know and find out if there's anything else that this person could also be in trouble for.
Mm. I mean, when you really think about all the different alarming infractions that were just out the blue, just like from dating back from 4 years ago, from Michael Avenatti with the extortion, Kim Fox with the toll-free call, to to Angel Pool contacting Boss Baby off behind the scenes and meeting up with star witnesses to the BOP. I mean, it's just it's an it's overwhelming. Like, how did this even continue to take place? And you want to say that this man had any remnants of a due process? I mean, it's just too much. It's overwhelming. Like, I just can't believe that, due to ineffective counsel, just so many different infractions, and a trial still ensued, and this man got hit with the type of time that they gave him, and he has to sit and go through an appeal process is mind boggling to me.
Yeah, it's just almost like, yeah, it's almost like when she stood up there and put that number out and made them statements. It's almost like they got stand-ins, like in certain little movies, you ain't really got no part. You might not even have no words. You might just have to point, just
Right.
pointing it or point down there. It's like they got stand-ins. All they needed was bodies. This is my point, especially with our community. You see it across the globe. So we ain't so special that it only happens to us. I'm not that naive. I'm not that naive.
Right.
However, we can speak from where we at. You know what I mean? First, that's the tragedy of our community. The Willie Lynch has affected us so much. We don't even comprehend the magnitude of what I just said.
Nope. And you can believe this man is guilty if you want to. That's fine. But you have to look at the injustice. Like, if you're gonna do an American citizen this way, at least make it fair. But this is so unfair, it's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to stand by the injustice of it. Even if you think the man guilty, which we all know this is come
Right,
on, man. You got
right,
people talk about the man gave him a the man gave them a sexually transmitted disease, and then come to find out they don't even have it. Oh,
right.
well, they exposed it. It's just the level of hypocrisy.
Come on now,
Real
the
talk.
woman's mother said she didn't have it, but he tried to give it to her. How you gonna try to give somebody something that you don't even have in the first damn place?
I,
I,
Exactly.
I see we got somebody else coming on the panel. Who is that? I can't see the name. I don't know.
it's me.
Hey, how are you doing, Queen?
I'm all right.
Oh, so good to hear from you.
Yeah, I've been going through it, but I'm
Yeah.
good. How
You
y'all
got
doing?
you got the flow. You got the flow, and the devil got to go.
Oh, we good. How are you?
Really
Doing
good.
all right, doing better.
That's
Class,
what
class.
that's what's up.
Hey,
Yeah, I put your name in the chat when I first came. Yeah, sending up prayers and stuff still to you. Yeah.
thank
Any,
you, thank you.
yeah. Well,
Well,
you say you got the flow. You got the flow.
I just I want y'all opinions on some things. So I got a couple definitions, and I want to know if y'all would classify these people as this. So bad act witnesses, definition one, aka prior bad acts, women with credible sexual assault claims against a defendant which falls outside the statute of limitations for prosecution. Definition two, unreliable witnesses, honestly mistaken liars or willful liars, aka witness with motives. Which one would you classify these alleged, no, we're not even going to call them that, these accusers as?
The
Witnesses
latter.
with motive.
Yeah, one person come to my mind
Witnesses
is
with motive.
LVA.
Mm-hmm.
LVA popped in my mind right away.
Oh, yes. And I ask that because there's a lot of circumstances in which these women have so much motive, and it's like people don't see that. They just pointing the finger at who they perceive as the bad guy, when really they should be looking at these women sideways, upside down, and bent backwards, because women lie too. And that's just point blank, period. Especially women with motive, women going through financial problems and have messed with, a man of that caliber with that much power. So for the outsiders looking in, that's just something to think about. Like, you got to understand, women lie too, and so do people who have been quote unquote betrayed by someone. So look in and look hard.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I can tell you this. I got a friend of mine who went to school with me, who ironically is from Chicago also. And
Okay.
I talked to her a couple of days ago, and I told her this. I said, I said, your boy R. Kelly. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up, and I'm not gonna even sugarcoat. I'm just gonna tell you straight up right now. That man has been lied on for over 25 years. Take it if you want to take it.
Right.
That man has been lied on for over 25 years. She didn't know it. I told her about the BOP. I told her about the text messages. I told her how all that has been coming out. How Kim Fox is stepping down, not seeking another term to be Cook County prosecutor. I told her about how he's being used as an election tool. She was stunned. She didn't know nothing about that. She didn't know nothing about the text messages. She didn't know nothing about the BOP. She didn't know nothing about the whole thing. I sent her like 3 different videos. Like, to me, one of them, I sent one from Prima Donna, one from Malicious Conspiracy, and I think I sent another one from I think Big Vi had I don't know if Big Vi had a short or something else, but I sent 3 of them too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard back from her yet on them. But the more I told about it, and I even told about the I think one of the things that really caught her attention was when I told about that timeline with R. Kelly's anniversaries of his albums.
Ooh, I know that was like, whoa.
Oh, that caught a lot of people's attention.
I have a question. When y'all finish, I have a question for JT and Class can collab and answer.
Yeah, but when but she was like, wow, that's smart how you she said that's smart how you was able to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I said, look,
The
it just did.
timeline.
You got to lay out all the timeline and dates for this to make sense.
Right. You can't get around it, you can't get over it, or you can't get through it or under it.
Yep.
Here's my question. Even if you take whatever the social media, the news networks, all the allegations and the accuser over the period of time, from A to Z, whatever they title in, however they fit in the public, and you just go with that. Why is it that our culture, number one, and other cultures that are in position, or just the average everyday person, grab hold to that? Because once you do, now you're responsible. You're responsible for what you believe, what you decide to grab a hold to. You're responsible now. You got involved. Even though you say, well, I don't want to make no decision about that. You're not making a decision to get involved. You're still involved. Once you accept what was shared and what you've heard, why don't we, if you want to be that affected by that and go with that narrative, don't you owe it to yourself to say, wait a minute, let me just check just to make sure. Let me just confirm. Let me see. As a human with your own brain cells, your own cognitive thinking, why don't we do that? Brother Jeff, from your experience and from your perspective, classically, from your experience that you have went through, and for your intelligent academic, you know, where you at, y'all help us understanding in the chat and don't just land in the bush. Why is that? Because that's a major critical thing. That's a ongoing effect.
You know what, bro? I had this conversation. I'm just like everything that you saying tonight, man. I've been having conversations about recently in recent time in real time, and it all boils down. Cause see, like, you know, a lot of people that's old enough to remember, black people didn't just take what the media said at one point and run with it. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? We used to like look at the media as okay, but we got newspaper, we got word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? Social media, the implementation of that, it's like they have found a way to force their narrative upon us and mind manipulate us where we just automatically take what if we see it on television, if we see enough people saying or championing that narrative, then we're just gonna run with it, no questions asked. It's on Lifetime, it must be true. And I think that is because they have what they call think tanks that study us. They
Mm,
know what to say to trigger us emotionally and tie us in. Certain trigger words were used. When you look at the mockumentary, you see how they use images and music and different theatrics to make it seem and make it to make it over the top, you know, to sensationalize uh, these allegations. So I think through, and I'm gonna fall and yield back off. I think we have succumbed to mind manipulation through propaganda and false narratives through these think tanks that study us and use these trigger words to engage us emotionally. And I yield back and let someone else.
phenomenal. Excellent, excellent. Class, you go ahead, and I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, and I'm gonna use Tupac for an example. Three
I,
things that he said. Go ahead, class.
well, personally, I think
Mhm.
there has been an era of the mind which has succumbed to what is called social media mind tapping.
Oh, okay, okay.
And that's going to be using social media platforms, television platforms, anything of that nature to tap into the empathical and pathological elements of the mind to get people, for example, the American culture to succumb to whatever narrative the government is trying to paint.
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I'm grabbing. I'm holding it tight.
Absolutely.
You got into the meat and the potatoes. I got my plate and my spoon ready.
Because if you think about it, social media runs about, I want to say, a good 82% of the world. For example, social media jobs, influencers, things of that nature. And people that are not in that element of like this whole thing, they're going to take to social media before they take to anything else. Because if you think about it, not many people read newspapers anymore. Not many people watch the news anymore. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of middle-aged and younger people looking into social media, and those people are going to start to spread the word, um, so that it gets out. Now, with that pathological and empathical element of it all, to tap into somebody's pathological,
Psyche.
yeah, their psyche, you have to actually find something that triggers them. Now, with this
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly situation, it's going to be things such as sexual assault and abuse. And that would more than likely appeal to women. Hi, thank you. You too. That's gonna appeal to women and people who have been through that. So um,
And that's why they said it was so easy. It was easy to set up the golden goose.
yes, it was, because if you think about it, R. Kelly went through things of that nature himself. So, and then statistically speaking, they say the abused becomes the abuser. Well, that's the image they tried to paint with that
Right,
mockumentary.
right,
And
which is
you,
incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
It's incorrect. Now, what I'm going to say real quick is Jeff and you said it so eloquently. Y'all just put it all together. I'm just going to put a bow tie on it. The self hate is so strong. That spirit is so strong. That demonic force is so strong that we, as a culture, as a people, are so stuck in a matrix. It has flatlined and devastated a lot of our lives, a lot of our families, a lot of our communities. Pac said this, that he believed that at a point in his life, no black person would shoot him.
Mm,
That wasn't that wasn't a fad. That wasn't no publicity thing. Pac in his psyche and his mindset, because of his pedigree of the Black Liberation Movement, taught him that you more than a movie star, you more than a rap artist, you're more than an entertainer. You the next one left to catapult what we left off at. Do you know what type of awesome responsibility that is to have on a young man's shoulders like that? But
mm,
he embraced it. He embraced it and brought the point. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might say, yeah, he didn't have certain things in place as far as parents' pedigree of the both parents. Yet he had other family members to help him navigate. In your progression to be a man or a woman, there's some pitfalls, there's some mistakes, there's some gaps you learn along the way. And he was in that progression stage. Um, and he got crushed by seeing his mother didn't receive what she was due, even from the movement. That's a whole nother lie. And then when he getting to where he's at and embrace and take on the mantle, that he didn't never believe that no black man or black woman, nobody would shoot him. I did not have to fear my own community, he said. So if that happened when someone that gave out so much love and they was hoodwinked and deceived to turn around and spit out so much hate and believe the narrative, when it came out that the young lady was not only lying, that even in the court documents in court, it said no forcible to the ain't no nothing was found. Yeah.
mm.
You got to understand that when you stand up for righteousness, for the betterment of your people, to wake them up out of the sleep that they're being in, so they can be a better person moving forward. Those are individuals that have a little bit more influence, a little bit more power, are going to fight like cats and dogs to prevent that. Unfortunately, we're going to have those who are among us who want a shortcut, no integrity, still dealing with hurt, pain, unforgiveness, and resentment, making an excuse. You ain't the only one a tragedy or something happened to. What you going to do about it now moving forward? Especially if you still say you want to remain on this earth a little longer, then you taking up space then. What is your purpose for being here? You can easily be swayed then because you personally have not dealt with your inner self issues. And then we go try to put our life with and get together with another human. Or when you hear something, it triggers something. It's the same method that they use on the plantation. It's the exact same method. It's nothing different. It may
Mm-hmm.
be packaged, it may be packaged and presented where you can't see it. But if you just lay back in the cut, shut your mouth, be quiet, and use your thought process and do your research and like else make it make sense. He said, think, use your common sense, think, just think. And that's you take it from there. You see why I'm at,
Oh
you see
yeah,
why
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. And I don't even know if it's gonna be devil advocate or not. It's just gonna be speaking it like it is, straight up
yeah,
100.
yes, sir. Raw, straight raw, no chaser.
Hold on just a sec. So we speak on self hate.
Hmm.
I think we give some of these niggas too much credit when we say self hate. Cause self is a strong word itself.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas don't even know who they are to even hate themselves.
Awakening again, I said, yep.
You see, and the powers to be is never gonna give a nigga that know who he is power
Ah,
to be.
bingo. Nephew got my point. Bingo. Tie your seatbelt, everybody. Tie your seatbelt. It's gonna get
see,
bumpy.
see, see, these niggas don't self hate. They don't know who they is. So
Right.
they give them the power because they know they gonna run reckless with it.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
And and this is what you get. Kim Fox knew about these text messages when she dropped them charges.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See,
Yep.
a lot of this, a lot, it go back a little bit because we were speaking about the news, right? The news only became relevant when Surviving R. Kelly came out. When we just combating the news when George Floyd got killed,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. It
when
went
we
down.
just fighting, when we just fighting against the news when Breonna Taylor got shot,
Yeah. They
we were
ratings went down.
just we were just saying the news is on bullshit when they choked Alton Sterling, Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, Trayvon. When? But soon as Surviving R. Kelly came, the news became 100% accurate
Hmm.
because
Selective
y'all just
outrage.
selective outrage because of the blessing that God blessed. This my favorite thing I love to hear Kel say. I'm bound by my destiny. Do
Woo.
you choose your destiny? Who choose their destiny in here?
Your destiny chooses you.
Your destiny has already been pre-written. It's up to you if you gonna stay the course now. Cause temptation gonna come. Can you resist? Or are you gonna straddle the fence and hope you don't get caught? Cause see the way God works, he'll sit back, he'll let you try what you want to try. But when you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's what these people don't understand. They say it was easy setting up the golden goose, but God laid the setup for you. You took the bait. God laid the blueprint out for the setup. And these people took the bait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you think this man not worried? God already told him, I'm just going to show you what you've been living amongst.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to show you.
Say that again, slow, nephew, please. Woo. Mm, mm, mm. Woo. That's for
Because
all
it
of us.
seems like I've been waiting on you, Robert, to come and tell me
Woo.
about these people.
Mm, mm.
I've been waiting on you to come and ask me to remove these people.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why we
But
got the
see,
power.
the heart that God gave Robert ain't the heart that he gave I.
Right. Right.
See, Robert got a heart with no instructions. He don't know how to operate
Come on, nephew. Teach us tonight. Teach us.
it.
Teach us tonight.
See, he can turn his heart on, but he can't turn his heart off. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you love, like I always tell people, in life, it's like a book. that's filled with chapters. You're gonna go to your table of content. You're gonna see what's all in here. You gotta, in order to get to chapter 2, you must first start at chapter 1. And not just read the page that say chapter 1. If it say chapter 1, page 1 of 20, that means you gotta read chapter 1, page 1 through 20 in order to get to chapter 2. But see, life has sped up so fast. We living in an instant world now, so people are skimmed through and just assume that they knew what chapter 1 was about. So I'm gonna just go to chapter 2.
Taking shortcuts. No matter who I have to run over.
See, you took that shortcut now. You done got to chapter 2, and God referred you back to a moment that you went through in chapter 1, and now you sitting up here trying to figure out what was it. But guess what though? The way God works, when you say I'm done with that chapter, it dissolves. That's how it was supposed to work. When you done with somebody in your life, that chapter of your life should dissolve. Which meaning R. Kelly has took people from. Let me slow down right quick. R. Kelly took people with him from the 90s all the way in the goddamn 2018, 19.
Got the vet.
The people should have been gone.
Yeah, they wasn't worthy. They wasn't worthy. They wasn't worthy.
Your bag of fucking skeleton is way greater than any love that somebody could give you. Yeah. You invite love into your heart, but they gotta come through the demons to get to you. Yeah. Yeah. Guess what the demons say? If you here for him, you gotta see us. What you gonna do? Well, it's a whole lot of y'all. It's just one of him, so I guess I'll get with y'all. You can't. It's when you learn how to interpret life and the things that come with it. Life is like a well-oiled machine.
Yes, sir.
You just gotta see. You just gotta know, visualize, and understand what is going on before your eyes. Trust your eyes. Trust your heart. Trust that voice in your head. The first time, not the second time.
Right.
The first time you right, but you think twice. See, a lot of this stuff, man, I promise you, I think about this brother life, man. I say, man, could nobody live this life? Shit. I mean, can nobody live this life but R. Kelly, man? You take 10% of what this man went through and put on one of these children that was born in the 2000s. Shit, put it on a child that was born in the 90s. Put it on me. Yeah. I don't think I could bear it. And I think I'm a very strong mind, strong-willed individual. But some of the things that this brother has endured, and I'm not talking about just trauma. I'm talking about pain inflicted.
Yeah, yeah.
Torture.
Yeah.
Heaven, I need a hug. Is there anybody out there willing to embrace a thug?
Yeah. He was using his music for his own therapy. That's why him and Pac together would have been the most. Ooh, my God. They was kindred spirits, man. They was on the same page with that.
Man, I just watched the Dear Mama on FX, man. I promise, bro, it made me cry, man, because the song Sadie, Tupac originally, Dear Mama, was supposed to be the verse. That song was originally made for his verse for Sadie. Man, they mixed that joint up on there, bro, and they was saying to Sadie, and then Tupac verse came on there. He sang the Dear Mama lyrics, bro. I was like, man, ain't no way, bro. This shit seems so real.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and look at it now. Once you said that, you didn't got me now. So
Oh
I'm
yeah, it's deep.
yeah,
They went there. They went there with that.
I told man, I was skeptical too.
yeah, yeah,
But bro, Afeni,
yeah,
man, Afeni was a beast, bro.
yeah.
Afeni wasn't nothing to be played with.
I
I
Afeni
didn't.
mean,
was up there with Fred Hampton them, bro. Afeni
Yeah,
she was one of them. She was one of them ones, as they say.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Real
It
deal.
was. It's
yeah.
because of her that largely because of her that hospitals have to take you even if you don't have health insurance. You know, in
Whoa,
the emergency room
whoa,
across the
whoa,
country.
whoa. Just slow down and go back over that. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, she was.
That part I didn't know.
She implemented a lot of. I didn't know that sister
Wow.
covered so much ground in her life and done so much, and for that to be Tupac mom, man, it just
It
it
all makes
goes to show.
it all makes sense.
Man, they say that man impact. They say this man impact in 25 years. He probably had the greatest impact on life in
Yeah,
25 years than anybody ever graced this
I said
planet.
that. I said that.
Yeah,
And
That's
years.
you know what? That's a fact because I remember seeing. I think it was on the Thug Angel documentary, and I think when Michael
Same.
Eric Jackson was on there, and he talked about how if you look at the scope of Pac's life, Pac passed away at 25. He
Mhm,
said if Martin Luther King Jr. died at 25, he would have been a small Baptist preacher in Mississippi. He
mhm.
said if Malcolm X would have died at 25, he'd have been known as a pimp named Detroit Red.
Red. Quincy Jones, he'd have been the
Pac,
saxophone. Yeah.
and Pac
Jack.
was at Pac at 25. You talking about a concentrated life.
Bruh.
With all the mistakes he said, all the things and stuff he would do different, all of that. But all it's part of the progression to be a man. And I say this: who you know in the music industry, rap industry, hip hop industry, go all the way back. Rappers delight, Curtis Blow, all the way up to the new artists today, who have a class, a in the language arts department as a curriculum. And if I'm not mistaken, that's predominantly Caucasian institution
absolutely.
where they're studying and analyzing, and it's part of their curriculum of his poetry and his lyrics.
Now let me interject right there.
Go ahead.
Now those same students that you just spoke of, Brother Muse, are the same students that largely make up these think tanks that analyze us as a collective, as a people.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Also, due to mindset.
Yeah. And then I believe some that's doing it for good. You know what I mean? Honoring and respecting good. But those particular percentage don't get talked about. You know what I mean? They don't get, recognition and all of that. And we
Very
Exactly.
understand.
true.
We
Very
understand. Yeah, we understand why. That's why I wish, I know it's probably a lot you have to consider, but man, I'm just waiting for Layla Steinberg. She said a while ago that she was gonna, and she was probably working. I'm just looking for her to do something because that's the part that they didn't put the all eyes on me thing. A lot of people didn't like it. They wanted to see. I know they wanted to see the coming out of jail and get out of jail. I get all of that. But that part that she could share as far as how his mind was on all of that, those things, you know what I mean, and the things he struggled with to progress to that point and still accomplish what he accomplished, she would have a phenomenal. You see what I'm saying, Jeff?
Hmm.
And what up, Dean Bella? What's up, nephew? What you doing? How you feeling? Oh, you fell off. Oh, wow, you fell out of there. He'll come back. You see what I'm saying, Jeff?
I
Oh
bet the lady
yeah.
that was walking with him on Venice Beach.
Oh
Wow.
no. His
Who was that lady?
when he was in high school, the teacher, the lady that was that helped him get his deal, that brokered his deal with Digital Underground.
Right. She was the one that had the thing going on in the community. She had the workshops and the acting, the language, to help, and I think
She was
Angel
a real
Greg,
cool lady though, man, for real.
man.
It's
Yeah,
crazy how her and like R.
yeah.
Kelly met
Pac was
Lena
crazy.
Marine.
Yeah, Pac was crazy about her. Yeah, she stayed with Pac stayed with her and her husband and their children, their family, for a little period of time. I don't know how long they rock. I know that Thug Angel brings it out a little bit, but it don't go into detail, of course.
He
Um,
was a man, but he was a well mannered man. Like they speak highly of him. Like he was
yeah,
well mannered, young man. You know, the dude like man, hearing him speak, like even just watching this show, bro. Still, you don't even you wouldn't even think that he was dead. Like the man got timeless music. The shit that he talked about then is relevant today.
yes,
We
Yeah,
still
and
it's
that's what
still
the
being
series,
discovered today.
Rock.
yeah.
Woo,
Thank you,
man.
EJ. Leela Steinberg, that's her name. Thank
I
Yeah,
you.
said,
there we go.
I said the name, Lady Steinberg. Yeah, yeah. I want
But
her to do something, Rock.
throughout our journey in this westernized civilization, since we've been here, we've always had a few solid Caucasian friends that have helped us along the journey. Even when we had the Underground Railroad, and shout out to Harry Tubman, there were a few good, Caucasian friends that helped us along that passage. And I would say that someone like Layla Steinberg is reminiscent of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what she did for Pac when he needed her most
Yeah.
should be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Um, because she gave him the backing and the support that he needed to start him out in the early stages, to give him that support system, and it was solid. You know what I'm saying? So I salute that lady for that.
Yeah. I've seen her in the interview I think a couple of years back. Man, yeah, that woman deep, man. She had phenomenal, man.
Yes, indeed.
Is that Dean Bella back?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening
What?
now. What up, y'all?
What's going on, man? What you
Dang,
doing?
what up, dang?
What's up, JT?
What you
What up,
doing?
What up, J Rock? What up, Classy? What up, my brother, Bob?
I'm out here. I'm in here.
So I got a
I'm just
quote.
listening to y'all. Though. I'm listening. I'm here.
All right, okay, all right. What you say, classy?
I got a quote I'm gonna leave y'all with that I feel
What you quoting? Car damage? Was it vandalized? Was it scratched up? Hail damage? Bust
that I've.
windows? Slash tires?
Sorry, y'all. Somebody keep calling me, but
Okay.
Tell them stop calling your phone. You told them it's over. Leave you alone.
quote that I think is something that R. Kelly is probably living by right now. Now I don't know who said this quote. When we found it, it presented unknown, but this quote is from 1989, and it
Okay.
says, "Reveal to me my perishable secrets, so I can reveal to them exactly why I won't perish." Unknown, 1989.
Mm, mm.
Oh, run that back one more time.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Because the ladies in here are fine.
Okay. Reveal to me my perishable secrets, so I can reveal to them exactly why I won't perish.
Wow.
Mm.
Reveal to me my perishable secrets, and now we reveal why I won't perish.
Mm-hmm.
You said
Wow.
seekers or secrets, right?
Seekers.
Secret, like you seeking something. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all them accusers, man.
Yeah. Mm.
You mean to tell me all of them? Yeah, all of them lying. R. Kelly better than me.
Cause
I would sound like Tim Sam. Hell yeah, the bitches lying.
I got the audio and the video.
I got audio and video. NDAs and copies of the driver's license. The ID.
Did y'all hear Angelo and Tim arguing on somebody's
Yeah,
house?
that dumb stuff.
Oh, you seen my video I put up?
Yeah, let me ask you a question before we get into that. Nephew Rod, did you hear anything about Kale getting attacked in his new facility?
Nah, I haven't heard that.
I heard that wasn't true.
Nah, that
Okay.
ain't true, bro.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Man, I kill it good, man. People in that motherfucker trying to get his paperwork to help themselves get out.
Mm-hmm.
They know what's going on. Everybody, see in jail, they talk. Everybody know what's going on with this case. Then this
Right.
woman just out up here, see Harvey Weinstein and came and dropped that bag on her.
Right, I heard that's what I heard also. Yeah, yeah. I
Jeff
saw
man
that.
playing with these people, man. Then she just got something. She just got 2 cases overturned. What? One was this week. I know another one last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Harvey
Chicago.
Weinstein just hired him.
Yeah. But that what Q say. He thinks he say she in the top 3. He said 2 other ones that was bad, but I know Jennifer, but Q was calling out a lot of the legal ramifications that from these accusers saying that they were forced to do something, and he like shit. If they were forced, what was the or what? You know what I'm saying? You go get down on your knees and do this or what? What was the consequence? None of them testified to having consequences for not doing what they claim he threatened them to do.
Man.
So, is it a threat? Was it a threat? Does that constitute a threat?
Yeah, and also let's not forget now. Now, wasn't Faith the one talking about that she was in a room and Officer R. Kelly and R. Kelly supposedly had put a gun out on the desk or whatnot?
She said it was in the room when she walked in.
It was on the piano when she walked in.
Yeah, can I ask y'all a question?
Sure.
Why did she take? Why did she jump up there and say that, knowing she got that scene from What's Love Got to Do with it?
Go ahead and talk to J-Rock now. Hold on now. What you to discover? Your head always been found so. So she's trying to say R. Kelly, I turn.
Where you find that out, J-Rock?
You don't remember that scene in What's Love Got to Do with it when Tina was about to do her show and Ike went to her dressing room and then he pulled out that gun, put it in there, talk about, can you tell me what you think? Can you tell me what I'm thinking right now?
Now who was in that scene?
I remember that.
What was that, Jeff?
No, I say now I know you gonna draw the correlation of how that scene, who was in that scene that's related to this.
I'm talking about in regard to the scene, to the story that Faith Roger up there talking about that R. Kelly had put a gun out on the desk and she became nervous. I'm saying in the scene, What's Love Got to Do with it? Ike had a gun out and put it on the
Can you tell me what I'm thinking now?
Can you tell me what I'm thinking about right now?
Right, like she done watched What's Love Got to Do with it and came up with a whole this what happened story.
Exactly.
I gotta go find that on Pinterest for her. Put her head on. I gotta put her head on there, boy. She going on the head. She going on that. I gotta go find that scene right there on Pinterest for her, man.
And another thing about that thing is, if that was the case,
wow,
big if, why is it that after that you still went back?
That's in the transcript.
Yeah,
because she said, "What love got to do with
it?" That's it.
If you thought you were in danger or that he was gonna use it,
I tell you, boy, when they on that man, when they on the list, man, they some creative human beings, boy.
man.
See, this is why some of these people hate me. That's why some of them hate me, bro.
See, the thing is, she like what Lanita Carter say. She just couldn't stop sucking dick. She was addicted. It's like every time she could open her eyes, she had to have one in her mouth. Like it's crazy.
Oh my
man.
God.
And these the people that the government out here defending. These women going around here talking about she gives CPR, put your stuff down her throat. Come on, bro.
How did these how did these type of people have access to this brother? Like what?
Yeah, Kels had a goddamn free lunch line out front of his house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these chicks right here, when these chicks need made it out the goddamn, I don't know what part of Chicago to work for, but shit.
And Lanita Carter, I got a question for you.
She blew the most money though.
You,
That chick got down there $1 million, bro.
Like 750.
she jumps up.
Blew it.
Lanita Carter jumps up and says, R. Kelly spat in her face 6 times. Meanwhile,
She
we saw a
counted.
video of a white lady spitting in a black woman's face, and that black woman did not hesitate to drop her.
Beep, boop, boop.
A sack of potatoes.
Put
And
the
didn't hesitate.
two-piece
That was
on,
after 1. But R. Kelly spat in your face 6 times, so you didn't do nothing?
put that 2-piece on with that dry ass biscuit for Popeye.
Ah,
Popeye
Hey,
biscuit choke your motherfucking ass, boy.
stop
at the
it.
same time, simultaneously doing several different other things. How is that humanly possible? I'm
Oh,
spitting, I'm ejaculating, I'm doing all type of shit.
And
But
she later take off her favorite Tommy Hilfiger shirt she just had got.
right, I mean, is he an octopus? He got about 9 arms. What's going
So
on?
how did she leave the
man.
house with no shirt on?
It's just some foolishness, man. Just foolishness. It's foolish. That just lets you know.
They
Wow.
humiliated R. Kelly.
Wow.
They humiliated R. Kelly with these women. Man, you can't even tell me however many ain't no one of them decent. The rest of these motherfuckers look like you picked up at the zoo
Oh,
and told you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. This man got the baddest women in the world at his fingertips, and this is what y'all parading here. This is embarrassing. This is pathetic. Like, how can anybody in the world believe this shit?
You know
But
what?
It's actually
they created
Yo,
that
Vibe.
narrative. They created that
Yo,
narrative
Vibe.
about
He was working
innocent.
at
Yo,
his job.
I'm saying, if R. Kelly slept with Lanita or did something, Lena, they need to keep his ass right where his ass is at. Cause that broad is
Lanita,
fucking
shit,
disgusting.
Geronda, man, busted.
Right.
Lanita, busted.
You know what?
You take the makeup off of her, she look like a motherfucking troll or
busted.
something.
Mo
Busted. I mean, I go down and listen to you. Oh yeah, they told me like my auntie went to the concert, Ron Isaac concert last Saturday. I gotta get the clip from him. They recorded for me. They say he closed the show out. He played R. Kelly. So that Kelly came on the video, did his thing and everything, man. I'm like,
What?
What?
I said, y'all recorded. I said, man, y'all motherfuckers didn't record that out of everything y'all was. They
who's
said,
that?
my auntie and them, they were like, we was trying to record it for you. We was trying to record it for you. I said, boy, I would not take y'all to war with me if y'all fucking phone jamming up in the concert.
Damn.
Well,
I got y'all.
Who
Y'all ain't
concert
going.
was it?
Ron Island, he let Kel got off on it. My auntie say about the crowd went crazy. They say Kel come on the screen. I think he did Busted and Download one of them. They were telling me, but they said the
Yo,
crowd went crazy.
y'all ever seen the video of Tory Lanez when he started singing the beginning of Bump and Grind, and the whole crowd went nuts with singing the My Mind's Telling Me No, like the whole crowd. I'm just in my head like, yo,
man.
the world
Man,
really
the
still
bartender
love
got me
this
out
man.
about $60, bro. They played that Kells in the club. The whole club went crazy. I ordered drinks and God, I had you order them. Hold on.
Man.
How much I owe you? Shit, I would pass them drinks out to other people. Man, look. You bob your head, here you go. You bob your head, here you go.
That's what's up.
Shit, man.
But you know what?
My big birthday party this year in August, and my birthday party come, you might well get ready. The last 30 minutes of my party is straight chaos, classic,
Great
back to back. They can leave the hell out the goddamn club, leave me in there by myself. It's up.
Oh, I'm playing a lot of R. Kelly on my birthday coming up. Actually gonna be starting
What
at
you doing for
midnight.
your birthday tomorrow? Sunday, what you doing for your birthday, J-Rock?
I haven't the damnest idea yet, but
man, if you go out somewhere in the DFW area, man, hit me up.
Yeah, Now my brother's talking about he's supposed to be coming up this way, so I'll find out, see if he coming in town, then I'll try to see what's what. But
Is he a little Westwood?
huh?
Is he a little Westwood?
Yep.
That nigga Till Sam say, no, I ain't no Westwood, but I might be a little Westwood.
But I want to go back to a point that y'all made earlier, talking about Lanita Carter and all the other girls that all these other women, what now talking about, well, R. Kelly supposed to be have all these bad women and they got these shit. Somebody brought up a point, and I think it was Spitting Fire that brought up this point. And I didn't think about it, but then I started but then it started registering. I said, you know what? That's probably why they did this. See, if you'd have got a lot of super bad chicks coming out coming out saying that they were accusing R. Kelly of sexually assaulting them, whatever the case may be, they wouldn't look at them. They'd be looking like, okay, all them women, they were gold diggers, they were out for something. Because the average woman couldn't relate.
Thank you, J-Rock.
They couldn't relate to them. But if you got some women that were average looking to below average, a lot of other women be like, I look like her, or I got a sister that look like her, I got a cousin that look like her. Now all of a sudden it becomes relatable. Now all of a sudden, and I look better than her. Now all of a sudden it becomes relatable now.
Uh-huh.
And them bad chicks wouldn't even showed up in court. They wouldn't have been able to get them in court because they gonna be somewhere on another superstar trying to get some money. They wouldn't be reachable for court.
Yeah, but
all them motherfuckers, none of them accusers had no job to go to. Make that make sense. Mm-hmm. They just sitting around waiting on trial.
But if all those
Kelly was their job.
Yeah, but if all those women were like I said, they were like average, below average, look like the crows from the Wiz or like straight mud ducks, then yeah. Now all of a sudden it becomes real relatable.
Justice feet.
Oh my God, I look better than that. That could have happened to me. That's gonna happen. Now all of a sudden everybody in a panic now.
Hey J-Rock, I don't know if we cover. I'm glad you mentioned Spitting Fire. Shout out to Spitting Fire. I listened to that you had last, and she mentioned something in there. Well, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. She played a clip, and I saw it come out of Aaliyah's mouth. I never heard this. I don't know if we covered this, nephew, right? But I never heard this. When she said, "Oh, well, you know, my father's my manager," and then she wanted.
Was that when she interviewed that one guy and was talking about her career and it was and her album coming out and doing the tour and everything.
Yeah, and she talked about how family's always around her. It needed to be her brother, father.
How family fell out with Beard, man. Beard gave her family.
That's what I was leading to, nephew. Yeah. That's what I was leading to.
Yo,
didn't know that.
Yo, as they say, Kels is out here raping on Aaliyah and the dad and the mom outside the tour bus just cool with that. Man, if y'all get the hell from out of my face and people believe this nonsense.
Yeah, and see what I do every time they try to bring that Aaliyah was a victim of R. Kelly narrative, I was like, okay, I got a homework assignment for you. I said, next time you go back, watch the movie Romeo Must Die. And the next time you do that, go to the 24-minute mark of that movie and play 30 seconds. And you'll see R. Kelly's, the post of R. Kelly's fourth album in the background of that movie.
Well do, Niximo. Well do, sister. Well do, Niximo. We sure would do that.
Yeah.
And the world want to get mad at Isaiah Washington for saying, oh, Aaliyah was the one that really wanted parts of Kels and everything. She knew what she wanted. Y'all getting mad at this man. He was actually there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to condemn him for what? Like, he know what the hell was going on.
And seeing it's very people. You know what, Dean? I'm sorry, Dean.
Like, no, I'm just saying, Jack, you gotta sit there and be realistic. When I was a child growing up, what high school girls had pictures of in their room? Grown ass men.
That's me.
Okay.
And see, here's another part about that gets me. He did that interview with Vlad, and they talked about Romeo Must Die. And he said, "Romeo Must Die." 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 And he said Why wasn't it brought up in that 24-minute mark of that movie when R. Kelly's post was in the background and Aaliyah was walking out?
Exactly.
They never brought that up. They made it a point not to bring that up because they
Exactly.
knew if they'd have brought that up, they're like, well, what's his poster doing there in the movie if he's supposed to did X, Y, and Z to Aaliyah? That's a
But
question they know they couldn't
they
answer.
got to approve and edit and go through all the screening. But hey, like they say in the hood, J Rock, they working for them peoples, man. They working for them people. That's why anybody said
Yeah, they're
working
working
for
for
them
the people because they knew damn well because movies go through several editing processes before they hit the theaters anyway.
yes.
They spent too much money.
Ah,
So hell, even Aaliyah could have just had the poster removed or covered up. None of that happened either.
And,
So
and another thing I don't like, as much as I'm a huge Aaliyah fan, I love her to death. I got Aaliyah tattooed on my body. Like, that's how much of a huge Aaliyah fan I am.
You
We
better hope you
gotta
don't
be
get no
real.
charge. Better chill out.
If there was no R. Kelly, the world would not know who the hell Aaliyah was.
Yeah.
right.
I think that's probably one of his biggest
I would
regrets.
say that. But she was very talented. You know what I mean?
Hell nah, she was talented, but she ain't had no. She
Nah,
had
but
she had she had
nobody
the
really wanted to
inspiration.
work with her.
Nobody working with her. She wasn't. That's why Martola say that's why Barry put R. Kelly on Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying, to like
E-
catapult her. You know what I'm saying.
Even
He didn't
Joe,
want her to
even
develop.
Jomo, even Jomo said it after. They said, "Yo, when her R. Kelly even separated, they said, yo, they kept shopping her around, calling every label. They said, is R. Kelly involved in the situation? Or is he like doing the album?" They said everybody kept hanging up. They said, like, if R. Kelly's not involved, we don't want to work with her.
Yeah.
Jomo said
That's
that,
that's
and
why
it and
Sparkle
it and
got
it
her
said
ass
and
got
and
cut
it,
off.
and they said that's how Timbaland and Missy got they broke through her. You got what I'm saying? It was like a one hand wash the other.
Now I don't know if you
You
guys
got
know.
you gotta take into consideration that Barry Hankerson stole Blackground Records from R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Right.
and he stole Timbaland and
He
Timbaland and
stole the
Missy
artists, Timberland, Missy, Tank,
from
and
Dalvin.
Avant. All of them was there. Was
Hmm.
supposed to
And
be with
he stole
beside R.
Genuine.
Kelly.
He
Genuine.
stole Genuine. All of them. He stole them
That
from
son bitch is still he is still his ass if it wasn't attached to him. Tell you,
Facts.
boy.
Cause
Stole from
Barry
cause
Tony
it,
motherfucker.
Braxton.
cause all of them came from Dalvin's teachings, Son from Jodeci. When you listen to all the Timbaland and Missy's Genuine, all they beats, it sounds nothing like Jodeci beats.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all remember this. Also, one of my homeboys told me about
Damn,
this, and
man,
I
Dirty.
one of my homeboys told me about this, and I forgot about it. And I was like, man, but now it's starting to make some sense because I don't know if y'all remember, but when Aaliyah came out, because Aaliyah was out, and Brandy also came out around the same time. There was supposed to be a group between Aaliyah, Brandy, and Monica called MBA.
Mm.
That was supposed to happen too.
Yo, gonna be dope, bro.
It was gonna be
Facts.
NBA. It was gonna be Monica, Brandy, and Aaliyah. It
And
was
they
supposed to
always
be
young.
them.
But
See, and
hey,
Monica, they see murder, and she was nothing
But
like
exactly.
14,
See,
15.
but see, J Rock. See, another thing. Why nobody coming at C Murder for Monica messing with him when you get what I'm saying? Why
And
is nobody
15.
coming?
the
As I said,
reason why they ain't coming after
I'm a
C Murder
Brooklyn
for
nigga
that.
till I die. But why is nobody coming at Jay-Z for sleep on Foxy Brown? Like
Well, the
like
reason why
why?
they ain't coming at C Murder is
It's
because C
home.
Murder still spending time for supposedly killing young
Yeah.
outside the club in
They
Lafayette, Louisiana, which kind of find out obviously we know
he
that it
did
didn't
that.
That
go
was
down the way they saying.
exactly. It's multiple witnesses that was there said, bro, it didn't go like that. But y'all still got this man sitting
Even
in
the
jail.
people that gave the testimony, the damning testimony, the eyewitness testimony in the case, them people came back and told her that the parish pressured them to lie, offered them a
Hmm.
deal.
And
But
but like I said, if NBA would have happened, R. Kelly probably would have done about 2-3 tracks on that album. with them
probably
three.
R.
even
Kelly
more,
the
Jay.
beast, man. That nigga, R. Kelly, man, this
Man,
dude, like,
yo,
man, musically, bro. When people, you gotta look and see how people, like, people facial expression when they talk
yo,
about like the musical genius of this dude,
yo,
like what he do, like, bro,
yo,
it's
Vi.
crazy.
Yo, Vi, I don't care what nobody say. I say, yo, people. I say, yeah, Michael may be all right, a bigger celebrity and a better entertainer, if y'all want to say that. But what you cannot compare Michael Jackson to on an R. Kelly level is due to the fact that Kells writes, produce, arrange, and mixes all of his own music and for plenty of more. You cannot point me to where and show me that Michael Jackson wrote his best hits because most of his best hits were wrote by Rod Temperton.
Oh, he got something from Neo too. I didn't even know that until lately.
Yeah. Rodney
Ex-
Jerkins is another one.
exactly.
Teddy
So I was
Riley.
Your boy
so
Teddy Riley, Teddy stayed
so
with him for like a year or
e-
so.
exactly. I was like, yo, you can put R. Kelly in a box by himself. He's gonna make the best of the situation. Come on, like no, we cannot sit there and say like this is the thing. There's three elements. You got the producing, the writing, and then the performing. Usually, you will find somebody that's great. They could do two out of the three. You never see nobody can do all three elements. And
Other
R.
than
Kelly.
Prince. And Prince.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Prince,
Prince too.
Prince,
But this the
Prince
thing.
was a performer.
But this the thing. This the
The
thing. What I
artist.
say. This is what I say about Prince. What Prince lacked, what R. Kelly didn't. Prince was one thing a lot of people said about Prince. He wasn't a great songwriter for other people.
No,
Mm.
I
Well,
think that was by choice, though. I think that was by
I kind
choice.
to a certain degree that I kind of disagree because of the fact
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel for you by Shaka Khan came from Prince.
right, right,
She.
right. He was very particular about who he, if
All
he
right. So
did
so so now
something, he was
I see.
very
Now
meticulous.
Exactly.
He
you
was
gotta
very
say
meticulous.
y'all grew more up on Prince time. So that so
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
but
could
you
be
know
right
they
about
say
that.
the man when they finally broke into the vault. You know, I lived up there near Plymouth, Minnesota when I was up there.
okay.
The day they got into the vault, the day they got into his vault, man, they say the man had over 8,000
That's a,
unreleased
that's a lot of music.
records. 8,000. They say the man got enough music to put out an album every year, shit from here on, shit.
See,
That's a lifetime,
see,
too.
Eight
that's
8,000 unreleased records. They got all the original, like the original lyric writings and shit from all his original songs, Dove Cry, all that shit, man. They found so much shit in that vault, man. It was crazy, bro.
Man,
And to think that
I would
man
have had
didn't have
that
no
whole
will,
nother,
man.
man, I would have had that joke in the
yeah,
gun.
that
With a
that
whole
that's
nother.
what that's what made Prince and Kel so dangerous because them motherfuckers could play damn near every they could play
Instrument.
damn near every instrument. I did yo I
I
didn't
don't
know R.
know.
Kelly was that I didn't
I
know
don't,
he was that talented until I sat down. He had a video where he was just going him and Prince, they was going through like every instrument and I was like, damn, that's fire.
Man, Lena McLean didn't play, man. That's why he loved that woman like that. His music teacher, man. She
Facts.
told him he was gonna be the greatest to ever do it.
And he and he definitely was. Can't take that from him.
My
I'll
auntie
tell
say,
people.
Ron Isley, brother, old ass on the stage playing the guitar with his mouth and shit.
You talking about Ernie?
Ernie. And that's crazy. How y'all a band? This motherfucker don't sing a lick. Don't sing a word. He from one guitar to the Earth, Wind, and Fire tore their ass up, boy. But it was good though. But that was a hell of a battle though for them. That was a tough battle for them for the Islanders. They should have went against Jasper, and
I
whoever
love
else.
Jasper. And the crazy
You
part,
know,
Jasper, they stepbrother.
yeah, they could have went against them or somebody. Earth, Wind, and Fire just a whole nother level. You know, you gonna do a verse, you gotta put them
Mm-hmm.
on another level. Jackson 5, somebody up there. Them boys good. But I appreciate all the honesty from our sisters and brothers, man. And it's so amazing that God gave us the natural ability to be talented. You know, the shit that come effortless. And if you work on it, you can sharpen it up. But and that's what the people that opposes against us they understand. Damn, these people are acrobatic, they athletic, they run fast, jump high, you know. The only thing they had on us what they say, oh, they can't swim.
Hey, and so
I can
crazy.
swim.
I lived in
I
Jamaica, so I know how to swim. Like I actually
Right,
took swimming classes out there.
right, but that's one of the biggest things. Even in the South, they tell you, man, shit, you don't even got swimming pools in the black community. But most of the black kids can't swim.
a lot of us can. If I wouldn't have been fooling around when I
You
was
know, it,
younger, I would have had my
shit,
lifestyle license, but I didn't have the discipline back then.
you gonna have your lifeguard license on. You gonna be out there on the
Then
prowl.
they said Uncle would have been the black. They said Uncle would have been the black David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, Unc
For
get a
real. On real.
Unc get a new light. I'm up in
Right.
Miami on the beach and meet Unc for the first time.
I stayed in the pool. Yeah, look, I used to go to the lakefront over there on the lakefront, man, in High Park, and over there, jump in the water right there at the point. So we call that the prominent point. I would be right there, and right there and get in. Yeah, I just didn't have the discipline back then. Well, I was
Don't
playing
say you go
basketball.
to High Park. They might say you saw our killer up there. These niggas on YouTube, they hell.
And
I'm
and
about to
and,
get out
ano-
of here. I'm about
and
to out of here. I got to slide out of here because I got to walk across this rail yard, crossing the
Yeah, we
600.
about to get up out of here. We
Yeah,
overdue right now. We at shit
yeah.
9:39, y'all. I be
It was
trying to do
good.
right.
We did good. I
But
think we
just
did
give
good.
old closing statement on betray, like what people can look at, signs of signs to look at, or if they've been betrayed and they trying to get past holding on to it, man. Give them something off before you get up out of here. And
yeah,
shout out
and,
to
and,
Lavish
and one.
Lady, man.
That's what I'm about to say. One thing, yeah, I hope Mama Love, all right. I hope she good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I've been texting and calling, phone going to voicemail, texting, man. I just, you
See, Mama
feel
Love.
these.
I was so happy for my live, and then this came up. I was like, damn. I was like, damn. I was so happy for the 24-hour live, and then when Vi said
Yeah.
Mama Love wasn't good, I was like, yo, damn.
Her, me, Classy, J Rock was out, man. It just, you know, but we're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it. Whenever we rock it, we're gonna knock the doors off this motherfucker.
Nah,
Telling y'all,
facts.
people, What up, Georgia girl? What's up, Need Smoke? People was inquiring and saying how they felt and shit. So man, we gonna give it to them, rightfully so. But we gonna give us some on betrayal before we get up out of here and or being betrayed. Getting over it. Recognizing it, whatever it may be. Whatever you want to give some insight on before you get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Vodka says that you got to just give people enough rope so they can just hang themselves because true colors will eventually show themselves. It's fighting to be seen. All you got to do is have the patience and just a lot of times you just got to fall back. A lot of times you ain't got to say a word. That people do what they want to do, and sooner or later you will start seeing their true colors come out, and they will hang themselves. You ain't even got to lift a finger or lift a voice. You know what I mean? But you got to have maturity, good character to be able to do that. Because going back and forth with somebody, allowing them to elicit a response out of you, a lot of people, they so messed up in their mind that all they want to do is see you just snap out. They just get off on just you snapping out. Now you ain't focused no more. Uh-huh. Now you ain't on your purpose no more. Uh-huh. Now you ain't taking care of your responsibility. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So you gotta look at it like that. They're sick. They're demonic. There's a weakness in their character. So you gotta have enough strength and good character in you. Let it go off your water, off your back like water going off a duck's back. because you focus on what you're trying to do and what you headed. And all that is a distraction. Because once they finish and listen to response out of you, then they on to the next person. That's your life journey. Some people here, man, just to wreak havoc, man. Some people here just like Judas was. That's their whole purpose. So why am I going to give you all my energy and my strength, man? Now I ain't on my goodness. I ain't on my purpose. I ain't focused on accomplishing what I'm trying to accomplish. And all the time, it was just a game and fun to you. So a lot of time, you just got to step back. You got to just take an L in life. And I ain't talking about a loss. Sometimes you got to look at the scenario of, oh, this is a lesson. This is something for me to learn. You know what I mean? And you just got to take some L's and just step back. And you'll be amazed at what you see. That comes in time with maturity and know when to speak and when not to speak, when to step up and when to fall back, when to engage and when to retreat. And I yield back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, and I'm going to couple in with what Brother Muse said. Um, I was having a conversation with someone, and they told me, they said the worst thing that you can do is expect you out of other people. Just
Fact.
because you may be righteous, just because you may have the greater, good in you to wish good on other people. You can't always expect that people are going to have the same mindset or going to have the same moral compass. You can't expect you out of other people. So
Fact.
when you come in contact with people that that don't have your greater good, you have to use your own intellect. You have to use your own moral compass to be able to detect that and know how to address them accordingly. And also just move and use your intuition to know, listen to that small voice in your heart, in your mind, that tells you something ain't right or something is right. Your intuition will guide you because God is guiding you through your own intuition. And that in itself will keep you protected. It will keep you aware. Environment awareness is very important, and know who you're dealing with. Some people you have to deal with from afar. Some people you got to know how to deal with um, on a more intimate basis. But at the end of the day, stay prayed up. We living in turbulent times right now. Times are different, and we have to adapt to the changes. You know what I'm saying? And stay aware, stay abreast, stay prayed up, keep your spirit man right, and God will bestow your steps. With that, I would say peace and blessings to everybody. If you come across betrayal, don't let it make you a victim. Make that a learning experience instead, and move accordingly. So I
Fact.
appreciate Big Bye and everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat. God bless you. I love you and have
I love you
a
more,
great
my brother. Love you more.
love, bro.
Much love, Jeff. Good take care, man.
You too, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going ahead. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna be short. I'm gonna be sweet with this. Free R. Kelly.
Facts.
This backwards.
Facts.
Everybody just stay vigilant because crazy things are going on out there. I heard about it that there's an active shooter in Atlanta. So if you're in the ATL area, keep your head up. There's a lot of crazy things going on. So just prayers for everybody in ATL, prayers for everybody, everywhere that's dealing with loss, dealing with issues. And also I had to give a shout out to Prima Donna. Hope you, if she's not listening, I hope you hear this. Because why you got to do me like that with them cookies, man? I mean, Prima gonna have me like New Jack City, like Pookie in a minute. I got to pace myself with them cookies. I'm liable to go ahead and eat all of them in one shot.
Yeah, cookies is good, man.
Man, she ain't no man. Prima is no joke with them cookies, man. I'm like, golly.
I think I'm finna order me a variety pack. I want 2 sneakers. I want 2 strawberry. I want 2 strawberries and lemonade. I'm gonna order me a variety pack. And I mean, send it on.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing something because I'm as a matter of fact I'm about to jump on the site and see what else because she has some other good stuff on there too, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. But like I said, much love, Vi, Dean, all the brothers that was on there earlier, Jeff, Muse, Classy, prayers for Lavish Lady. Hope she's doing well, you know, and everybody in the chat. Much love to y'all, and we're looking forward to all y'all next live. Y'all have a go.
All right,
All right,
man. Appreciate it,
my
bro.
brother Jay. Yeah, it's my turn. You
Not for
already
nothing.
know. Free Uncle
Mr.
Kels.
Not for nothing.
Free Uncle Kels till it's backwards. And also, shout out to my Lakers, man. They looking alright. They looking alright. You already know
Oh
about they
yeah,
looking
late show, man.
facts. They looking real good.
Shit. AD,
Wait, you
stay
already
healthy.
know. I ain't gonna talk your ear off, my brother. I love you. Hold
Already,
your
man. Love you
head.
too, bro.
Take care of the kids. You already know. I'm here.
Only the strong survive, man.
Facts. And the weak get crushed. I'm out.
Mm-hmm. All right. And down to me. Let the life that I live speak for me. Y'all heard it say, let the life that I live speak for me. Cause when I'm dead in my grave, I will have nothing left to say. So let the life that I live speak for me. We got to recognize what betrayal is, how it feels, and what it looks like. Because it walks around in a spiritual, in a it, betrayal walks around in a physical form. It's a physical being. Betrayal is something that looks like you. Betrayal is something that feels like you. It has feelings. It has a sense of touch. It has a sense of taste, smell. Betrayal is a human being. Betrayal is something that really exists. We look in history. Sam Cooke was betrayed. We go down this list of people that I like to go down and listen and list off my list of people. Martin Luther King was betrayed. Malcolm X betrayed it. Jeff Ford betrayed it. Larry Hoover betrayed it. Fred Hampton betrayed it. Marcus Garvey betrayed it. Need I go further? All of these people were betrayed by the same people that they once shared their love for. The same people that these folks, you call these people your sister, you call them your brother, you call them auntie, you call them uncle. You feed their kids, you give their children, you give them. The ones, the only people, the only person in this world can betray you is someone that you trust, someone that you love, someone that you care for, someone that you will give your last for. Don't be afraid to cut people off when you sense danger, when you sense things ain't lining up with whatever your purpose may be. You have to live in your purpose. It's called you, the inner I, me, my, your purpose, not we, not y'all. It's your purpose. And anything that comes into your bubble that's not round, you have to catch what you got to understand what I'm saying. Anything that comes into your bubble that is not round, that is not circle, right? Because a circle can't burst a circle, but a square can, a triangle can. Anything that comes into your circle that's not shaped like your circle, you have to get rid of it. You have to block it. Because once that circle is no longer around you, you become victim of everything that's going on outside of it. Don't be afraid. Because in your season, you might have to cut your sister off. In your season, you might have to cut your brother off. In your season, you might have to cut your boyfriend off. In your season, you might have to tell your husband this ain't working. You might have to tell your wife this ain't working. You might have to tell your kids, no, we can't do that this month. We got to wait till next month. You might I ain't getting the grandkids. I got some other stuff going on. When you living in your season, start living in your season. Don't let anyone, anybody, or anything come into your season and cut it short. Don't let nobody cut your season short. And when them people come around you talking about, Pam told Sarah this, Sarah told Sally this, they down there arguing with Jenny, keep those type of people from around you. Because those are the people who's draining you. Those are the people who draining you. The people who carry the bones. Girl, they was talking about you last night over by Rosie house. Well, if you sat at Rosie house listening to them talk about me, what you see? Oh, girl, I ain't say nothing. I just quiet because I ain't want them to know that I was going to come back and tell you. Come to find out you over there talking about me too. Oh, girl, I had to say something because I didn't want them to think that I was taking up for you. Keep them type of people from around you. So let the life that y'all live speak for y'all. And when there's nothing else left to say, you know what I'm saying? Just know you've done your best. You gave your all. That's it. That's all.